So morula forms the blastocyst. Now blastocyst differentiates like into two layers, that is trophoblast, that is outer layer, and inner one that has an inner cell mass. Now this trophoblast attached to the endometrium. Okay, and now this is the implantation that leads to the pregnancy, and then pregnancy and embryonic development. So there is finger like projections appear on the trophoblast called chorionic villi, which are supported by the uterine tissue and maternal blood. Okay, uterine tissue and maternal blood. Okay, now the chorionic villi and the uterine tissue become interdigited. So chorionic villi and uterine tissue become interdigited with each other and jointly form a structural and functional unit between the developing embryo, that is fetus, and maternal body, is called the placenta. Now this placenta facilitates oxygen. Now this placenta facilitates the supply of the oxygen and nutrients to the embryo, and also removal of carbon dioxide and excreted waste material produced by the embryo. Now this placenta is connected to the embryo through an umbilical cord, which helps in the transport of substances to and from the embryo. Now placenta also acts as endocrine tissue. Now it produces several hormones, that is HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin. This hormone like um, maintains the carpus luteum, right? Now then the human placental lactogen, that is HPL, then estrogen and progesterone. So in later phase of pregnancy, a hormone called relaxin is also secreted from the ovary, uh, from the corpus luteum, right? Like corpus luteum. Now this is the relaxin hormone, and so HCG, HPL, and relaxin are produced in human only during pregnancy. So these are the hormones that produce only during the pregnancy. Okay. Now in addition, during pregnancy, like levels of other hormones like estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, they increase several folds in maternal blood. Okay, now this is essential. Okay, this is essential to maintain the pregnancy. Now immediately, so as you see in the diagram, there is placental villi, the umbilical cord with its vessel, then cavity of the uterus, then yolk sac and embryo, and then plug of mucus of cervix. So ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm. The now inner cell mass has like some stem cells which has the potential to give rise to all the tissues and organs. Okay, the human pregnancy lasts like 9 months now. Okay, after 1 month, so you sir, so like the after the 1 month of pregnancy, the embryo heart is formed, right? So embryo heart is formed, right? The first sign of the growing fetus may be noticed by listening to the heart sound carefully through the stethoscope. So we can, this is the first sign, of the first sign of growing fetus by the end of the like after the 1 month of pregnancy, when the heart is formed. Now by the end of the second month of pregnancy, the fetus develop limbs and digits. By the end of 12 weeks, that is second month, that is 4 weeks. Now 8 weeks, first month, that is 4 weeks, right? Now 12 weeks means first trimester. So most of the major organ systems are formed. Okay, now for example, the limbs and external genitalia organs are well developed. Most major organs mean limbs and external genital organs are well developed. So first movement of the fetus and appearance of hair. So first movement and appearance of hair on head during the during the fifth month. Okay, now by the end of 24 weeks, that is second trimester, the body is covered with fine hair, eyelids. So by the end of like 24 weeks, second trimester, the body is covered with fine hairs, then eyelids separate and eyelashes are formed. So by the end of 9 months of pregnancy, the fetus is fully developed and is ready for delivery. Okay, the parturition and lactation. So the duration of the pregnancy, that is 9 months, it is called the gestation period, right? Now the vigorous contraction of the uterus at the end of the pregnancy causes expulsion, delivery of the fetus. Now the process of delivery of the fetus, that is childbirth, is known as the parturition. So delivery of the fetus, that is childbirth, is known as the parturition. Now parturition is induced by a complex neuroendocrine mechanism. The signals for parturition originate from the fully developed fetus and the placenta, which induce mild uterine contractions. Okay, now fetal ejection reflex. Now this reflexes triggers the release of the oxytocin. Oxytocin, it is an hypothalamic hormone which is stored in the posterior part of the pituitary, and it releases, okay, from the maternal pituitary. Okay, now oxytocin acts on the uterine muscles. They have the smooth muscles, and they causes stronger uterine contractions, so which in turn stimulates the further secretion. Now more and more oxytocin acting on the smooth muscles. Now it's stimulating maternal pituitary to again release the oxytocin, right? Now the stimulatory reflex between the uterine contraction and oxytocin secretion continues, resulting in stronger and stronger contraction. Now this leads to the expulsion of the baby through the birth canal, that is parturition. Now the mammary gland of the female undergo differentiation during pregnancy. So during pregnancy, mammary glands are differentiated and starts producing milk towards the end of the pregnancy. This is the lactation. So mammary glands develop during the pregnancy, right? Now the milk produced during the initial few days of lactation is called the colostrum. So initial few days of lactation, the milk is known as the colostrum. Now because it contains the several antibodies absolutely essential to develop resistance for resistance for newborn babies. Okay, now breastfeeding during the initial period of infant growth is recommended by doctor for bringing up a healthy child. Okay, the process of childbirth is called parturition, which is induced by a complex neuroendocrine mechanism involving cortisol, oxytocin, and estrogen. So cortisol and estrogen. Mammary gland differentiate during pregnancy and secrete milk after childbirth. Okay. The uterus has three layers, that is perimetrium, myometrium, and endometrium. Mammary glands are one of the female secondary sexual character. Each testis has about 250 compartments called testicular lobules. Now each lobule contains 1 to 3 highly called seminiferous tubules. Now each lobule. Now each seminiferous tubule is lined inside by spermatogonia and Sertoli cells. The male external genitalia is called penis.